Compass FM, and joining me on air now is Deirdre Ryan from Wellbeing North Canterbury, and Deirdre is the manager, by the way. A very good morning to you, Deirdre.
Good morning, John. How are you today?
I'm extremely well, actually. I'm lucky. I'm deemed an essential worker, which means I can actually come in to the studio every day, and I think I'd be stir crazy without that. How are you going? Are you sort of under lockdown and working from home?
Yes, we're all working from home. Our whole organisation is actually, and that includes me. So I've got myself set up in one of our little rooms here, and not coping too badly. I think our little dogs are just about over being walked, though. They're almost looking at the leashes now going, oh no, I think we're good.
Oh, they'll have really tough little feet now, won't they? Little paws, little pads. They'll like leather. Hey, Deirdre, Wellbeing North Canterbury, you've been around a while, haven't you? Tell us a bit about the history.
Yes, so we're in our 31st year, so we've been well established and have a long history of working in the Hurunui and Waimakariri districts, which is our geographical kind of bread, if you like, and we offer a whole heap of free social services and community services for our families across that district, and we've been doing that for over 30 years now.
Amazing. Of course, Level 3 coming up next week. How is this going to affect your services? What services will you be offering?
So through this whole time we've been offering our services, albeit remotely, like probably most other people and our community colleagues as well. Going into Level 3, nothing too much is going to change, to be honest. So all of our services are still open, specifically our Kaipoi community support, where we provide food parcels. That's continuing. We've had a great relationship with Civil Defence who have been delivering parcels for us, so we'll be continuing with that. And also Karanga Mai, which is our early learning centre with all the beautiful little tamariki. They're all going to stay tucked up at home as well. So the buildings are physically closed, but we're still providing the services, and our teachers are still supporting early childhood education and other support for whānau in a different kind of way just at the moment.
Yeah. So these are the organisations you'll be collaborating with and working alongside under Level 3. So kind of, that's more of the same, or are there any other organisations?
Yeah, well, so Karanga Mai, I probably didn't explain it very well, but Karanga Mai is part of our services. So Karanga Mai is part of us, and so is Kaipoi Community Support, and we've also got tons of other services like social worker support, family counselling, youth services, so that's all part of us. We do collaborate with a lot of other colleagues across the district, and I guess this is kind of like the North Canterbury way. We do all come together, so we've been really proud to be part of the effort to support people in our community. So that includes the likes of Hurunui and Waimakariri District Council through their civil defence welfare teams, our good friends at Satisfy Food Rescue, who do a phenomenal job, capturing food and making sure that it gets delivered through all of our different ways to people, and also our other food bank colleagues. So that includes Oxford Community Trust, the Salvation Army, the Hope Trust, and I know there are other food banks out in the Hurunui as well. So we've really been talking to each other a lot, because there's no one way to support the whole community. We have to do it all together. There's the Rural Support Trust out there in the Hurunui doing some great stuff, Enterprise North Canterbury, all the other health providers. So I guess in the background when you're talking about, us all working remotely, there's a lot of conversations. We're all getting pretty good at muting our microphones and, talking when we're supposed to.
Look, we're just so well catered to here in North Canterbury, aren't we? I can't help but think, the food banks especially are going to be under a lot of extra pressure over the next few months. It's difficult to predict the future and how long, your services will be required for at a higher level. But let's face it, we're going into uncharted territory, and services such as yours are going to be extremely busy, Deirdre.
We are going to be busy, and we're up for it. We're ready. We've been preparing and trying to get as many resources together as we can for the long haul. We've been here for 31 years. We're not going away. Our phone lines is still operating. If anybody wants to call us, there's someone who can answer the phone just on our normal landline. And we are looking ahead and thinking ahead, which I guess you need to really. And like you say, there's no manual for this. Nobody's written a book about what happens when you have a global pandemic. So we're just taking advice, good advice, and making the best decisions that we can for the future. But what we do have in mind is making sure that we've got as much as we can to support our community through this so that we come out thriving and strong.
Great.
Good to go.
Fantastic just to know that we've got safety nets like yours, and because we all know people are going to lose jobs, businesses are going to fail, and you're obviously, your service is going to be needed more than ever. How about a few well-being tips under level 3 as we transition, Deirdre?
Well, I have got some well-being tips, and I think just to thinking about what you're saying about the time ahead as well, that all of us need to be following these well-being tips. Like the COVID-19 doesn't discriminate about what your job is or what you do for a living. So we're all doing these things as well. I think the Mental Health Foundation have got some really fantastic information to support us with these, and they've got the 5 ways to well-being. Have you heard about those before?
Remind me.
I'll remind you. So the first is to connect. So, connect with someone, have a chat with someone if you can. If you need to talk to someone, there's a 24/7 phone line you can call, which is, another organisation, government organisation, but the number 1737, you can pick up the phone and talk to someone. Be active, so go for a walk, get those little dogs out, or get your shoes on, get out for a little walk. Take notice, just pay attention to what's happening around you. Keep learning. This can be a nice time to learn something new. I'm going to give baking a go this afternoon. I'm not sure how my family feel about that, but we'll see. And giving, and I think that giving is around kindness too, being kind to each other and through this time. So I think what I could suggest there is just you could maybe pick one to do each day, or a couple, and just sort of build them into your day, and it just helps us through this time because it is hard times, but these things are proven. There's the evidence base to help us to move through so that we come out in good shape as much as we can.
Great stuff, Deirdre. Thank you so much. Deirdre Ryan from Wellbeing North Canterbury. This is Compass FM.